Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Yoga with Leanna. I'm Leanna, and I know that we don't always have a full hour in our day, so I wanted to create this video for you guys where you'll still feel like you got a great yoga practice, but in a little bit shorter amount of time. So let's get started. Grab your mat, and we'll start in just a nice seated position like this with your eyes closed. Take these first few moments to just notice the subtleties of your breath. Good. On your next inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, roll your shoulders back and then down. Good. Again, inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Good. One more time. Inhale, give them a good squeeze. Exhale, bring them back and down. Good. Bring your knuckles to the sides of your head with your elbows out nice and wide. And take an inhale and grow from the crown of your head. Good. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Activate your core as you twist. And last time, inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center, reach both arms up, really reach as you look up. Exhale, bring your hands in front of you and make your way into tabletop. Good. Inhale, send your right arm up and then pause right there. Press down a lot through your left hand. Twist a little bit more from the rib cage and maybe look up at the right hand. Good. As you inhale, reach those right fingers to the sky. Exhale, bring your arm under your body and just tap your right shoulder to the mat. Good. Then again, inhale, reach your right arm up, look up and twist. Exhale, find that little tap. Good. Inhale, reach your arm back up. Exhale, this time we'll come all the way down onto the shoulder for thread the needle. Good. The arm that's underneath your body, your right arm, it's not going to go anywhere, but act like you want to drag it to the right side of the mat. Good. As you do that, rotate your chest upwards towards the ceiling or the sky. And just breathe into that opening there in the right shoulder, the upper back area. Good. Press into your left hand. Inhale, send your right arm up, look up. Exhale, tabletop. Good. Inhale, left arm sweeps up, pause here. Good. Press into that right hand, shoulders away from the ears, and twist a little bit more from the ribs. Inhale, reach your left fingers to the sky. Exhale, tap your left shoulder, and I guess elbow too, under your body. Good. Again, inhale, reach your arm up, look up. Exhale, bring it under. Inhale, send it up. And this time, exhale, we'll come all the way down onto the shoulder for thread the needle. Good. Your left arm that's underneath your body, act like you want to drag it to the left side of the mat. And as you do that, just real gentle, rotate your chest up towards the sky. Breathing into that opening. Good. Press into your right hand. Inhale, send your left arm up, look up. Exhale, tabletop. Good. Send both feet straight back for a high plank. Good. Nice strong high plank. Press the hands into the mat. Broaden across the collarbones. Draw the tailbone towards your heels and really firm up the quads. Either stay right here, you can always drop to the knees, or if you want to add a little heat, lift the right toes off the mat. Try not to shift a whole lot as you do that. And then right toes down, lift the left toes up. Good, left toes down, one more each side, right toes lift up. Right toes down, left toes up. Left toes down. Take an inhale in your strong high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, wiggle around a little bit. And when you're ready to be still, let your head and neck hang heavy, nice and heavy. And drive your hands into the mat, sending your chest back towards your thighs. And keeping some of that engagement there to the legs as you draw the heels towards the mat. Good. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. And now exhale, take a forearm plank. I usually interlace my fingers and shoulders right over the elbows. Same exact stuff as high plank. Press into the forearms, especially the outer forearms. But then broaden across the collarbones. Draw the tailbone towards your heels, firm up the quads. All right, same little drill here. You can stay here, you can drop the knees down, or to add a little bit more heat, try not to shift a whole lot side to side and lift the right toes up. Good, right toes back down and left toes up. Left toes down, one more each side, right toes up. Keep that strength there. Right toes down and left toes up. Good. Left toes down. Take a deep breath in. Strong forearm plank. Exhale. Lower your knees. Lower your hips. Uncurl your toes. And let's find a Sphinx pose. Shoulders a little bit behind the elbows. And then your elbows pull back. And you're using that to help you pull the heart forward. Good. Press into the tops of the feet. The kneecaps might even lift. One more inhale. Reach the heart forward. And then exhale. Let's come all the way down with your arms in this cactus position. I love the stretch. I really don't do it enough. Bring your left elbow so it's a little bit more forward of your shoulder. So not quite like a 90-degree bend, but that elbow is just a little bit more forward. And then we're going to roll to the left side and coming up onto the right fingertips. An option to bring the right foot behind the left leg. I like to relax my head down. And then with your left hand, press into the floor and act like you want to pull the floor back towards the back of the mat. You should feel a really good stretch in the front of the left side of the body. There's those two pec muscles right there that tend to get really tight. Just opening that up. Good. Let's come on back to center. And we'll switch sides. Make sure the right elbow is a little bit more forward of the shoulder, but the elbow is still bent. And then we will roll to the right. Good. Let your head relax. And with that right hand, you're gripping down into the floor and you're pulling back. Shouldn't feel pinchy at all in the shoulder. Should just feel like a really nice stretch to those pec muscles there. Okay, let's roll back to center and press back into child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touch. Good, then ease your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg up and back. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. Inhale, three-legged down dog, square off your hips. Exhale, look forward, lightly step your foot between your hands. And drop your back knee and reach your arms up for a low lunge. Good. Ideally, when you start, both knees are at a 90-degree bend. And then with the back shin or the left shin, it's like you want to drag the mat forward. With the front foot, it's like you want to drag the mat back. So both legs are activated. The hip points are lifting up and you're engaging the belly. Take a few deep breaths right here. Good. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook your elbow outside of your knee. I'm noticing that we've got a lot of peppers in our garden coming up. I have to make some salsa or something. Good. Every inhale, you lengthen out of the low back. Every exhale, twist a little bit more from the upper back, never cranking it. Always just easing into our twists. Good. Inhale, both arms back up into your low lunge. Exhale, bring your hands down, and let's make our way into half splits. Scoot your front foot forward. Good. This time with the front heel, it's kind of like you want to drag the mat back. And then notice your low ribs. You can even kind of feel for them. Try to reach them forward towards your toes. Good, and let's ease our way back into down dog. Inhale, send your left leg up and back. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, look forward, step your foot through. And drop your back knee and reach your arms up, low lunge. Good. Find that your hips are stacked over your back knee for the most part. And then the back shin is pressing down and pulling forward. The front foot is pushing down and pulling back. Good. Your right glute is strong and you're lifting the hip points up from the strength of your core. A few deep breaths right here. Good. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Maybe elbow outside of your knee. I'm gonna have to start wearing sunglasses in these classes. Sunglass yoga. There's yoga for everything. There's like goat yoga. There's, I think, like bring your dog, bring your cat to yoga. There's like glow stick yoga. It's real crazy. Good. Every inhale, lengthen from the low back. Every exhale, twist more from the ribs. Inhale back into your low lunge. Both arms reach up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands down. And we'll make our way into half splits. Ardha Hanumanasana. Good. With that front heel, it's like you want to drag the yoga mat back. And the low ribs are reaching forward. Almost getting a little bit of like an up dog sensation in the back. Good. Ease your way back into down dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, send your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot between your hands and pause right there in a nice stable lunge. Good. Spin your back heel down so the back foot's at like a 45-degree angle. And bring your front foot a little bit more to the right, just a little bit. Good. Notice your right sitting bone and try to get it right in line with your right heel. Keep that as your arms reach straight back behind you. Good. Really press down into that back foot and then act like you're squeezing a balloon in between your palms and like you're reaching your heart forward. Good. Keep all of that stuff in the legs. Inhale, arms reach up. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. Good. Really nice, strong connection to that back foot is what I'm always trying to focus on in Warrior one. Also zipping up the belly. Good. Interlace your hands behind your back. I'm trying to get the palms to touch, but if they don't touch, don't worry about it. Reach the knuckles down towards your left heel, and then just reach your heart forward. So now the knuckles are reaching back towards whatever's behind you. And look and check to make sure that your right sitting bone is right in line with that right heel. Ooh, that's tough. Take an inhale, reach the heart forward as the knuckles draw back. Exhale, keep all the leg stuff as it is as you lower the heart. And now the knuckles are reaching up towards the sky or the ceiling. Try to get as much space as you can between your shoulders and your ears. So you're lifting those shoulders up. The head and neck is relaxed. The right sitting bone is right in line with that right heel as you're pressing into the back foot. So much going on, so much strength involved here. Good. Strong legs. Inhale, warrior one. Press into the feet. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot through. And just pause there. Find a nice stable lunge. Good. Spin your back heel down. So back foot is at like a 45-degree angle. And bring your front foot a little bit more to the left. Nice. All right, so get your front knee right over your front ankle and get the left sitting bone right in line with that left heel. The back foot is pressing into the mat. And then begin to reach your heart forward and reach the palms back like you're squeezing a balloon. Make sure you're up out of that left hip crease. Squeeze the balloon, heart is reaching. Nothing is changing in the legs. Inhale, warrior one. Find a few nice smooth breaths here. Feeling the sensations of the pose in your body. Good. Then interlace your hands together behind you. Let's try to touch the palms if you can. And draw the knuckles down towards your right heel as your heart is lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, just hover the chest so it's like parallel to the mat. And now the knuckles are reaching back behind you. Check on the legs, left sitting bone right in line with the left heel. Right foot is pressing down, the back foot is super heavy. Keep that. Inhale, heart reaches forward, knuckles reach back. Exhale, lower the heart, lift the knuckles. Good. Press your feet into the mat so strongly, it's like you want to press through the mat. Reach the knuckles up towards the ceiling, getting the shoulders away from the ears. Head and neck hang heavy. So strong. Inhale, warrior one, press into your feet, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. This time, warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. It's like warrior two is always my check it out pose. Like fix the hair, fix the shirt. So do what you gotta do. Okay. We'll find our strong warrior two. And then I want you guys to bring your elbows together and your palms together. Try to lift the elbows up in line with your chin and squeeze your forearms together. Pretty hard, like I'm already kind of shaking a little bit. Inhale, open the elbows wide, reach the heart forward. Exhale, bring it back in, curl the upper back. A few more times. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. This time, stay open. Feel the muscles in the upper back, helping you to draw the elbows back. Elbows are up in line with the shoulders. Keep that strength in the back as you come back into warrior two. Look forward and get that front knee right where it's supposed to be. Mine wasn't for 2 more breaths. Good. Straighten your front leg, reach up and back, reverse triangle. Press your hips forward, reach the right fingers up, and press the right hand back. Good. Bring the arms out wide. Let's shorten our stance a little bit for triangle pose. Reach your hips back, reach the front arm forward, forward, forward. Uttita Trikonasana, triangle pose. There's a few different ways you can look for triangle. You can either look down at your foot. You can look basically to the left with both sides of the neck long, or you can look up at your top hand, whatever feels more comfortable on your neck. Good. Look down in front of your front foot. Place your hands down. Step back, high plank. Side plank, left hand down, right arm up. Vashisthasana. Squeeze your legs together. Draw your tailbone towards your heels. Front ribs knit together. Both sides of the neck are long. And then lastly, notice your outer upper left arm, so the arm that's supporting you, and firm it in. Find that support there in the shoulder. If you want to test your balance, look up towards your right hand. Take an inhale. Exhale, high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. Do what you gotta do to adjust. Also, if you've been practicing outside at all, watch out for bees. I've noticed that's like a little bit scary of a thing when you're outside doing yoga. Usually they don't really bug you. Hopefully they don't bug me today. All right, so let's find our strong warrior two legs. Let's bring the elbows together and the palms together. Squeeze your forearms together really, really hard and lift the elbows in line with the chin. Inhale, open up across the heart. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open up. This time, pause. Feel all the strength in the muscles in your back to draw the elbows back. Keep that as you come back into warrior two. Get that front knee right where it's supposed to be. Press into the back foot. 2 deep breaths. Good. Straighten your front leg. Reach up and back. It's like you want to high five somebody with that left hand. You're pressing it back as the hips reach forward. Relax the back shoulder. Good. Bring the arms out wide. Shorten the stance a tiny bit. Coming into triangle pose. Hips reach back. Front arm reaches forward. Utthita Trikonasana. Good. Looking up is probably the most challenging, I guess, with the balance. So give that a try if you've never done it before. And just keep breathing. Good. Look down, bring your hands down, step back into high plank. Side plank, right hand down, left arm up, Vashisthasana. Good. Squeeze the legs together. Lift your hip points up. Front ribs knit in. And keep both sides of the neck nice and long. A lot of times I see people with their chin way into the chest, chin away from the chest. Notice your outer upper right arm, so the arm that's supporting you, firm it in. And then if you want to test the balance, look up towards your left hand. Inhale. Exhale, come back into high plank. Pause here for the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen both sides of the body. Exhale, fold, release your head and neck. Inhale, both arms reach up. Look up and press your palms together. Get nice and long here. Exhale, palms to heart center. And palms face forward, Tadasana. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. And then I know this isn't the way we always do this, but let's go toes out a little bit, heels in a little bit. And then we will come into a little fold. You can bend the knees a lot if you need to. And we're going to get into the inner thighs. Really nice, juicy stretch here. Let's bend your right knee and shift your hips to the right side. Good. So that other foot, the left foot for you guys, press it down into the mat and act like you want to pull it towards the right foot. You should feel that opening up the inner thigh there. Keep that. Notice the low ribs. Reach them forward. Good. Make your way back to center. Same thing, second side. Bend the left knee. Press the right foot into the mat and act like you want to drag it towards the left foot as you lengthen the ribs forward. Good. Come back to center. Same thing again. Bend the right knee. This time, if you want to go deeper, spin so the left toes are up facing the ceiling. And then maybe you can come into a full squat in the right leg for Skandasana. Don't just sink all the way down. That's actually what I instantly did. It's a little bit easier to do that. Keep the muscle engagement. So keep lifting the hip points a little higher. Keep pressing the heel into the mat and act like you want to drag it towards your right foot. Maybe you open up the wings, lifting the heart. Good. Let's ease our way back to center. And then switch sides. Bend the left knee. Whatever step you're in, stay there. You don't need to go deeper if you feel it a lot right here. If you do want to go deeper, bring the toes up towards the sky. Bend into that left knee a little bit more, maybe coming into the full squat. Okay, lift your sitting bones a little higher away from the mat. And with that heel, press it into the floor and pull it in. Maybe open up. Spreading across the collarbones, lifting the heart. Skandasana. Good, we'll make our way back to center. We'll just bring the toes in, the heels out. So toes in a little bit. And fold forward. If you want to go deeper, you can grab a hold of the toes. Just try to keep a little bit more weight towards the toes versus the heels. And always feel free to bend the knees as much as you need. Good. Release the toes. Bring your hands to your hips. Using the strength of your core, keeping your back flat. Let's come all the way up to standing. Nice. And then we'll meet in mountain pose, top of the mat. Deep breath in, be nice and tall. Deep breath out. Good. Make your way into a chair pose. And then let's bring the right knee on top of the left knee. Maybe you even loop the toes behind the calf. Once you're there, squeeze the inner thighs together and square your hip points to the front. Good. Lift up from behind the belly button, supporting the low back. Reach your arms out wide. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow on top of the left elbow. Eagle arms, Garudasana. Good. The elbows are up in line with the chin if you can. The forearms squeeze together. And you're zipping everything into the center line. Good. Really slow. Release it all. Mountain pose. Be still for a breath in. And a breath out. Good. Find your chair pose. And this time, left knee on top of the right knee. Whenever I'm there, my hips get all out of whack, so try to bring the hip points back to the center so they're facing the front. The tailbone draws down a little bit, and your belly is engaged. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Reach the arms out. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow on top of the right elbow. Good. Garudasana, eagle pose. Elbows lift nice and high. Squeeze your forearms together. And just let your gaze split around your forearms. If anybody can show me why this pose looks like an eagle, please do. I don't know why this one's called eagle. Good. Unravel everything. Reach your arms up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, mountain pose. Pause there. Be still for a breath in. And a breath out. Good. Let's rinse that all out. Inhale, reach your arms up and look up. Exhale, bow forward, bending the knees. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into high plank. Exhale, come into forearm plank. Find your strong forearm plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down for Sphinx. Inhale in your Sphinx. Either stay right here, or if you want to take this into a little bit deeper of a back bend, bring your palms a little bit wider. And then press into your palms. Lift your heart forward. Good. Shoulders draw away from the ears as you reach the heart forward. The pubic bone is pressing into the mat. One more inhale, lift. Exhale, lower all the way down. Turn your right cheek to the mat. And just take a little rest here. Good. But we're first going to get into the quads a little bit more before we do it. So bend your right knee, come up onto your left forearm, and then with your right hand, reach back for your foot and pull your foot in. Press your pubic bone down into the mat. This might be plenty for you, or you can spin your elbow to face up, press down onto the top of the foot, and reach the heart forward. It's like the right knee wants to press back towards the back of the mat. One more deep breath. Good. Gently release that side. And then we will bend the left knee, come up onto the right forearm, and reach back for the top of the foot. Okay, in order to get the elbow to face up, you kind of have to like spin the shoulder down. If you can't do that, don't worry about it. You just want to feel that stretch in the left quad. Reach the left knee back towards the back of the mat as you reach the heart forward, and maybe you press gently onto the top of the left foot. Good. Gently release. Now let's play with bow pose. If you don't like to do bow pose, then interlace your hands behind your back and take Shalambhasana like this. For bow pose, you bend the knees, grab a hold of your ankles, flex your feet. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale, lift up. Good. Those glutes are what's driving the kick. So you're kicking into the hands, using the strength of the glutes. Reach the heart forward and just see if you can lift the low ribs off the mat, even for just a second. And when you're ready to come out, come all the way down, left cheek to the mat. Back into child's pose. And ease your way back into down dog. Inhale, send your right leg up and back. Exhale, pigeon pose. Taking your time to set it up. And make sure that back leg is straight behind you. Square the hip points to the front. And ease your way down. And notice those low ribs, reach them forward. Last deep breath here. Good. Come back up to your hands and then lay to the right side. So just move over to the right and swing your left leg up and around so that the outside of the left ankle is around the right knee. The right knee is facing forward, heel towards your butt. Taking this into a little twist. So inhale from here, get nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the left. I usually don't put my elbow like all the way outside of my knee. I guess sometimes I do, but that's a pretty deep place to be. You can just give the knee a hug. Every inhale, lengthen out of the low back. Every exhale, twist a little bit more across the chest. Maybe you can even look straight back if that's okay on your neck. Good. Take a little counter twist to the other side. And then without coming back into down dog, unless you really want to come back into down dog, let's take pigeon pose on the second side. Your left shin is already in front, so you just got to roll forward, whoop, and send your right leg back. If you're like, what was that? That did not feel good, then just come into down dog and get into pigeon that way. Always make sure you're in a place that doesn't feel pinchy or anything, and ease your way in. One more deep breath. Good. Come back up to your hands. Shift to the left and swing the right leg up and around, bringing the outer ankle outside of the knee. Good. Finding a comfortable seat here. Inhale, lift up through the crown of your head. Exhale, twist to the right. Every inhale, getting that length there to the low back. Every exhale, deepening the twist. Maybe looking back behind your right shoulder. A little counter twist to the other side. And then just for a brief moment, boat pose. Find a nice strong boat. You can either be hands behind the knees, palms facing forward, or legs straight up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart for 3, for 2, 1. Slowly lower down. And find your Shavasana. And do what you got to do to get comfortable here. And notice all of the muscles in the forehead area. Let them be really soft. Notice those muscles underneath your eyes. Let them relax. Notice the lower part of your jaw. And let it unhinge. You might even separate your lips just a tiny bit. We'll be here for just a minute, soaking in all the benefits of practice, Shavasana. And take a deeper breath back into your body. And reach your arms overhead, point your toes, and place your feet onto the mat one at a time. And roll to your favorite side. Pause there for a moment. Give yourself a little love for showing up today. And taking care of your body, taking care of your mind. So great, so important. Keeping your eyes closed and your head heavy, press yourself up into a seat. Okay, let's bring our palms together, sit nice and tall, and tuck your chin. Okay, we'll do one last cleansing breath together. Take a deep breath into your nose, fill up your belly, your chest, your throat. Hold there at the very top. Sip in a little bit more. Lift your chin, open up your mouth. Thanks so much, everybody. So nice to guide you all through a nice full body flow. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.